right, we're going to get started so we can be respectful of your time. And thank you so much for joining us today. If we could have our distinguished guests, we're going to put you in the front row, the middle section. That will be the best viewing and listening area. So right in the, right in the middle section, so you can see the color guard. And this is made for a football field, so we don't want to be too loud. And perfect, awesome. So this is the Marching Storm, and we're going to be performing our 2025 field show, which we normally do at competition and at football games. We've tried to adapt it for an inside performance for you today. We have been competing throughout the Mid-Atlantic area. We have one more competition this weekend in Virginia Beach. Our show is titled I'll Put a Spell on You, and it features some music from New Orleans. And if you can imagine Princess and the Frog, was one that our daughters really, really love. So we kind of took our inspiration from that. If you can imagine the Shadow Man, the music's kind of about him and kind of like a take on that. So we're going to start with that. This is our 2025 field show, I'll Put a Spell on You.
On a foggy, moonlit evening in the Big Easy, visitors wander the streets of New Orleans, unaware of the danger lurking in the shadows. There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun. It's been the room of many and God
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to my house of wonder. I have a proposition for you that could change your life. There's nothing to fear. Just one sip from this potion, and all your dreams will be fulfilled. Now that you are under my spell, let's proceed to the ballroom. What a delightfully devious time we are having. Lucky you to be trapped here with me forever.
So in addition to our field show, we support our athletic teams and community through different events with stand tunes. So we're going to play one stand tune and then our fight song for you. So this year, my oldest daughter, she is 8, and she introduced me to K-pop Demon Hunters. She's actually going to be Ruby for Halloween this year. So this is Golden K-pop demon hunters. Okay, so our last thing, we're very lucky to have Mr. Carr. Mr. Carr is a composer who writes for universities, for marching bands, and things like that. So he wrote our fight song, and we're going to play that for you now, but it requires a little bit of audience participation, so we're going to teach you the words, all right? So there's going to be a test on that. So the word, well, it's actually letters, but L, then H and S, stands for Language High School, and then BOLTS, go, bolts, go. So I'll help you out with it, but hopefully we can remember those words. Okay, here we go. Fight song. So obviously things like this can't happen without a great deal of support. So first I'd like to thank the administration here at Lakebridge High School, Dr. Richmond. It's so great. And we're going to hear from some people that are very supportive of our community and band. The first person, if you don't follow him, he has the best social media in all of Congress, right? This is Suhas Subramanian, and he's
today, but I want to say you guys sounded awesome. I've listened to a lot of marching bands and a lot of parades. You guys are the best high school band I've ever heard. And I was not in the band in high school. I was actually in the orchestra, and I played the violin. And I couldn't help but notice you had a violinist in your band. This is over here. Yeah, it's good to have you. But I have to so excited to be here, so proud of you guys. You're going to be representing not just our community, but the country in London in 15 months. And I'm going to see if I can try to sneak on the plane as well. We'll see what happens. But thank you all so much, and good luck. Thank you again for being here.
Next, I'd like to invite our board supervisor, Laura Tecroni, to say a few words. So we give so much support on the county level, so we're just very thankful for her to be here.
So this is my district. I love my district. Go Lightridge! You guys are incredible. I think the talent is just unbelievable. I'm so proud of you. It is such an honor to have the band going to the London Parade in 2027. So what an honor for Lightridge and for Loudoun County. So you guys are putting Loudoun County on the map, which I think is awesome. So Loudoun County is going to benefit. Loudoun County, your participation is going to put Loudoun County on the world stage. So I want to thank you guys for doing that. And it is a true testament to all your dedication and hard work. I hear that a lot of you had to learn how to play an instrument over COVID, which is amazing. You did it. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. So congratulations. And I also want to say, I know there's 220 band members that are going to be going to London, and I'm here to help you guys fundraise. So you reach out to my office. Again, it's the Little River District is where Lightridge is, and I have most of Aldi. So I'm here to help you fundraise so everyone can go. So everyone can go to London and participate in this amazing opportunity. Thank you so much. We videoed you guys. We're going to put it all over our social media. So thank you and congratulations.
Without support at our school board level, we could also not do anything we do. We get so much support from our local school board member, Dr. Rashid. And she has come into the building and observed us and been in band class and orchestra and choir and just really a huge supporter of the fine arts in our county. So I'd like to invite Dr. Rashid to also say a couple of words at our presentation.
That excitement you guys brought. You know, with all that light you guys bring, it is such a tremendous joy, such a breath of fresh air that you bring to all of us. I wanted to congratulate you guys for your incredible march over here. You've amazed us all with your hard work, with the dedication, because it takes a lot of work. I know. I have kids that are also playing instruments, that are also in marching band. It is a lot, and it's a lot of dedication. You've delivered throughout the year, and especially today. So your passion, teamwork, and talent, they're always going to shine. The skills and discipline you build here will carry you far into the future, and it will totally enrich your lives. And I can't wait to hear all about your experiences in the future, because this is going to open a lot of doors for you. So keep marching forward with that same energy and heart like you did for me and for all of us today. Thank you.
Now I'd like to introduce the managing director of the London New Year's Day Parade. This is straight off the point this morning, right, from Bob Bone. So we continue on with our presentation.
afternoon to this great country, especially to see you this morning. You are, therefore, the first of a number of people that will be visiting in the US this week. And the tragedy of it all is we like to leave the best till last, but I can't think that anybody is going to surpass your fantastic performance this morning. So I think we might as well go home after this. So thank you for that. That really was one of the best field shows, not on the field, but one of the best field shows I've ever heard. And believe you me, your congressman's heard an awful lot of marching bands, as he said. I've heard probably a lot more, mainly because I'm a lot older. But that really was something quite special. And it's invidious to highlight anybody in particular, but your vocalist, that was quite something. So, what are we here for? Oh, yeah, it's London Parade. London Parade. It used to be called London's New Year's Day Parade, but that's an awful lot of words, and we abbreviated it to initials LMYDP. Nobody got it. So we're now simply London Parade. And that's because there is nothing like it anywhere in the world. Simply London Parade. We call it the greatest event in the greatest city in the world. Sometimes people throw things at me when I say that, not because I've boasted about the event, but because I've said we are in the greatest city, and everybody likes to think that they probably are in the greatest city. So we'll be equal today, shall we? My job is to justify the first part of that claim. Why the greatest event? And then it's going to be the turn of my friend, colleague, and senior patron of the parade, Steve Summers. Should he be somewhere else? I don't know. To tell you why London is genuinely the greatest city in the world. So, London Parade, great, it really is. But let's do a few facts and a few figures, shall we? Yeah? So, number of people that take part in the parade every single year on the streets of London on January the 1st. Well, the answer is 8,500 people. 8,500 performers make up 74 different acts from this year 2025, 26 different countries around the world represented in the event, truly international. Just putting the size of the participants into some sort of perspective. In a few weeks' time, you're going to be celebrating Thanksgiving Day here. Yeah? We don't do that for some reason. Don't know why. Anyway, we're going to be celebrating Thanksgiving Day here. And you have a little parade up in New York, I think. Yeah. Yeah? I think it's named after a department store, am I right? Yeah. Macy's. Yeah. They're a pretty big deal, or they think they are. They have, without wishing to put them down, they have about 4,200 people perform in their event every year. So it's a big parade, but it's half the size of London Parade. We rather like that we've got a bigger event than they have in that place up there. Anyway, participants, huge. Internationality, very important for our event. Makes us fairly unique, I think. You can't be fairly unique. You are unique, we are not, so we're unique. Then we get to the street audience that comes out on January 1st onto our 2.2-mile route through the historic centre of London, the streets of the city of Westminster, which is at the heart of London, and where the next speaker, Steve Summers, was the Lord Mayor just a few years ago. The route is fantastic, and I'm going to leave that to Steve to tell you a bit about it. But 2.2 miles. Remember, the streets in London are a little bit narrower than your streets over here as a general rule. And also remember that our pavements are your sidewalks. That's a very useful piece of advice when it comes to crossing roads and things. Anyway, on to our pavements, your sidewalks. We cram well over 500,000 people who come out on January the 1st to see you. Now that may not seem like a big number to you because you're used to big numbers over here, I know, and I guess you quite frequently perform for 500,000 people, do you? No? Oh, okay. Anyway, you will be performing to people who are 16 to 20 deep along that 2.2 mile route. It's fantastic actually. They come out and line the railings from quite early in the morning, which is quite a feat when you think we're on New Year's Day and they've all been celebrating New Year's Eve the night before. They're out there from, not that early, but probably 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning, lining the rail to get the best position to see you. And when you think we don't start till 1 o'clock, and the weather, I have to tell you, is not fantastic, that's quite some commitment. And they stay all afternoon. We start at 1 o'clock now, and we finish at 4:30 in the afternoon. And that crowd of 500,000 people doesn't move. They stay fixed in their place, enjoying the terrific entertainment that's on offer. Every year, we do a little bit of audience research with our audience to find out what they like and well, what they don't like. Hopefully there's not too much in that latter category. And this is absolutely true. Every single year, and London Parade is 40 years old this year, so when you come, you will be one of the first bands to take part in an event in our 5th decade, the 41st parade. But every year, our audience research tells us the same thing. What do people like best? American marching bands. You see, the thing is, we don't have anything like American marching bands, like you, in England. Nothing like you, nothing like you, absolutely. We've got plenty of good military bands, yeah. We've got plenty of good brass bands. There's a few community bands that pretend to march, but nothing that brings the entertainment that you guys bring with your fantastic uniforms, brilliant playing, amazing choreography, terrific colour guards. We've got plenty of good musicians, you know, in the UK, and so we wondered why on earth we don't have marching bands like yours. We scratched our heads for a moment or two and we came to the simple conclusion. We play proper football in the UK. And come on, I don't know what the team's like here. You're a strange game in American football. One day I'll understand it, but many times I've heard that, well, the game was terrible, the team was awful, but thank heavens for the marching band, because they were absolutely fantastic. I'm sure that doesn't apply here. Anyway, so we've got a huge parade in terms of participants. We've got a big parade in terms of the people coming out to see it, and we've got lots of people terribly enthusiastic about seeing you guys. And then there's the icing on the cake, which is our TV audience, which is, our program is broadcast live to just about every country in the world. And our TV audience this year, well, the program reached 340 million people throughout the world. Truly an international broadcast of an international event. So each and every one of you, when you come, you're going to be TV stars for a nanosecond, somewhere or other in the world. That's a promise. And here, in this country, we took the bold step, we thought, of doing a deal with American Public Television, that's PBS to you. There are 320 odd PBS stations around the country still. There might be a few less in a few months' time, but there's still about 320. And each and every one of them broadcasts London Parade live. Why did we go with PBS? Scratch your head about that for a second, but the answer is pretty simple. Very good. See, we had watched things like Macy's, we had watched the Rose Parade, we'd watched various other parades here on TV. And it seemed to us that every time it got to something that didn't make revenue for the commercial network that it was being broadcast on, they would cut to an advertisement for something or other. And all the fabulous marching bands were often the victims of that. So we wanted to be absolutely sure that you will be seen your performance will be seen in its entirety in our special performance finale area in the parade without any chance of being messed up by an advertisement. So there we go. So that means that all of you guys can watch the parade, see these people performing live in London on January the 1st, 2027, in the 41st New Year's Day parade in London. And we only invite the very best of the very best. And you certainly demonstrated this morning that you more than fulfill that requirement. So, now then, have I made it sound like London Parade is something you would want to do? Yeah. Is that what passes for enthusiasm here? Right, can we just, now, let's try that again, a bit more enthusiastic if you don't mind. Have I made it sound like London Parade is something you'd like to do? I think that's much, much better. Now, next test is when I introduce Steve Summers to come and talk to you. He likes applause. I don't know. He really likes it. So when I ask Steve to come and talk to you and tell you a little bit about London and the sort of welcome that you're going to get when you come to London at the end of next year, make a lot of noise, and then he's bound to be very nice to you, and he's also bound to present you with a formal invitation to come. So, Steve Summers, everybody.
I don't normally get a warm welcome as warm as that in London. So anytime I'm speaking, if you feel the need to jump up and cheer and do that again, it'll be great. It'll be my wonderful. So thank you. Guys, seriously, thank you so much for that warm welcome. It's really, really brilliant to be here. As Bob has said, I'm patron of this amazing event. The London Parade is such a huge, huge deal for the City of London. It's one of the highlights of our city calendar. And it's great because of great performers like you guys. So I'll tell you what, let me, on behalf of London, say thank you to each and every single one of you. The performers, the school board, your teachers, your parents, your boosters, your fundraisers from London, thank you for participating in this event, because you guys, you're brilliant and you make the event what it is. So give yourselves another round of applause. There's something we can do to really say thank you to you for all the hard work that you're going to be putting in over the coming months before you come to London. We can give you an amazing thank you, and that thank you is when you come to London, we're going to make you Londoners for a week. You're not just performing in this event, we are going to give you the best London experience when you come to our great city. I know I'm biased, but let me just give you a few facts and figures about London. I mean, London, I'm a Brit, okay? The first thing I've got to say that sets us apart, I've got to talk about history. We're obsessed with history. When you come to London, you're going to be blown away by our history. You're going to be seeing some of the most Instagrammable, recognizable buildings in the world. You're going to be marching past some of them. I mean, Big Ben, Houses of Parliament, you're going to be marching past that. You're going to be going through Trafalgar Square, Piccadilly, the centre of London. You're going to be seeing things like Buckingham Palace, the Tower of London where the crown jewels are. Ours haven't been stolen, by the way. The French we still got our crown jewels. Things like Westminster Abbey. It's been there 1,000 years. 1,000 years. Where all the kings and queens of England have their coronations. You're going to be living and breathing history while you're in London. Now, it's not just history, though. It's a great city. Again, I'm biased. In the city of Westminster alone, that's the district right in the centre of London. Oh, you've got to go back to class now. Off you go. Don't worry. I said I'll keep talking so you miss the next class. It's not just history. In the city of Westminster alone, we have 75 theatres. We have some of the most famous museums in the world. We make them free because we think that's important, so you can go and visit them. We have some of the most famous art galleries in the world. Again, we make them free so you can visit them because we think that's really important. We have quite a few shops. You don't want to go shopping, do you? You might want to go shopping. Yeah, you go shopping. We've got Oxford Street, Regent Street, Bond Street, all these famous shopping districts. We've got the Royal Opera House in place right that's I don't know what that was. There's so many things in London that you're going to be doing when you become Londoners for a week. But there is one thing. There is one thing that I think sets London apart from every other world city. I know you've got a few world cities here in the United States of America, but there is one thing that I think makes us really, really unique. And that's the Londoners themselves. That's the Londoners themselves. London, we think we've got about 250 languages spoken in London. We're probably one of the most international cities in the world. I'm so proud that London is probably one of the most open, tolerant, diverse, welcoming cities in the world. And what that means to you is the welcome that you're going to get. You're going to get blown away. We're going to roll out the red carpet for you, and the crowds that Mr. Owen talked about, I'm telling you, it's going to blow you away. Is this sounding all right, by the way? So I don't want to put you off, but it's sounding okay. Right, we've got a video to show you, because I don't think you can fully understand just how big those crowds are and what the parade actually looks and feels like, just by what we're talking about. So we've got a video to show you in a moment. But before we show you the video, I've got one more thing I want you to remember. And this is probably the most important thing that I've said this morning. If there's one thing you take away from this morning, I want it to be this. Now, in the coming months, the next year, it's going to be hard work. I know it is. Amazing performances that I've just seen this morning, and you were absolutely mind-blowing amazing. I know they don't just happen. It's going to be a lot of dedication. It's going to be a lot of sacrifices. It's going to be a lot of time when you think, you know what, I just can't be bothered to practice. I'm tired. I've got other things to do. When you have those moments in the coming months when you're preparing to come to London, remember this. If you come on this trip, if you come and participate in the London Parade, it will change your life forever. The memories, the experiences, the friendships, it will change your life forever. So we're going to show you this video. Please, please, please enjoy it. At the end of the video, I've got to do a formal presentation, so I'm going to take it at the end of the video. If you give me one more amazing round of applause, I'm going to take that as a yes, we want to come. So guys, you're amazing. This event is amazing. Thank you. Enjoy the video. It's wonderful to be here. Thank you.
It's time for London's New Year's Day parade. Let's come together, united we will stand. It's now or never, we're reaching out our hands. Let's come together, no matter who you are, 'cause we're all invited and united.
is London's New Year's Day Parade, one of the world's great street spectaculars. Live on the streets of Great Britain's capital city. Graced by performers from across the world and the very best marching bands and cheerleaders from the United States.
The trip's been absolutely fantastic. Our students have had a really amazing experience, getting to see all sorts of different things that they normally wouldn't get to see back home, and we're really excited to be here getting ready for the parade route. We always want our students to think worldly, and I think it's so important for them to see other students doing the things that they do, and not just in their small neck of the woods, but on a global scale.
You learn a lot about yourself and what you want out of life when you travel, and getting to see another culture, another point of view. It's invaluable to any student's education.
London's New Year's Day Parade is broadcast and streamed live across the USA.
London's hugely popular New Year's Day Parade, which is one of the largest in the world, drew in thousands of people to the capital today. It also attracted a global TV and online audience of hundreds of millions of people. Performers also came from far and wide to dance and play their way along the route. Aisha Baksh was there.
Well, it's very loud, it's very colourful and very joyful. The parade started here in Piccadilly and goes all the way down to Westminster, with thousands of people taking part and also lining the streets.
Let's go ahead and head out to an event happening live, raw and unfiltered over in London. The London New Year's Day Parade happening right now.
Varsity Chilies, how are you finding it?
Good. It's great, the energy's great, we love it here. Okay, can we get Happy New Year on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3, Happy New Year!
Mr. Tim Lautzenheiser is going to join us any second now. Here we are, Tim. Lovely to have you here today. You are a legend, if I may say, Tim, in the US band world. Everybody knows you, Dr. Tim. You've been a great supporter of London's New Year's Day Parade. So, why?
Well, I think, first of all, the London Parade, travel is the best educational experience in the whole world. You know, you could read it in the books, but being there is different. And each time I come here, the essence grows. I mean, it's exciting. And this has become an international event. I mean, it's sure for London, but for the world, they're watching right now.
9,000 participants from 20 different countries.
So they send talent scouts all over the country to find the best of the best and invite them here to London. So we're really honored to be here for this.
Out of the 350,000 cheerleaders who went to summer camp, we are the top 10%.
What was your favourite thing?
London Eye and the fish and chips.
And throughout the New Year week, there's a superb series of concerts in some of London's greatest and most iconic music venues, featuring the most talented young musicians from the USA and Great Britain. It's the experience of a lifetime.
Very excited. Mostly nervous.
Yeah. I know they're excited to go to Oxford and Windsor one of our days.
Our students and I were having such a good time. We're here at Windsor this afternoon. We're getting ready to go into the castle. And for a lot of my students, it's their very first time. And it's so exciting.
Those lucky enough to be invited to London's New Year's Day Parade can wish many millions a Happy New Year and give the world a wave. London's New Year's Day Parade, a cherished turn-of-year tradition the world over. Become a London legend. It's awesome.
get back to class, definitely. Don't worry, I can drag this out, don't worry. You stay where you are. So I'm going to read the formal invitation, and remember guys, when we get to the end of it, I take lots of cheers as a yes, we accept. So, the founders and patrons of London's New Year's Day Parade and Festival, the greatest event in the greatest city in the world, take enormous pleasure in extending an invitation to the Lightbridge High School Marching Storm, Virginia, USA, to travel to London to star in the 2026-27 edition of this exclusive and prestigious, world-famous event. Guys, you're amazing, and you're coming to London. Congratulations.
Well, there's more. Sorry. If you'll bear with us for just a few minutes more, if you don't mind. Sounds like you accepted that. That was pretty cool. Got that message. Great. I'm delighted. But now, I didn't actually introduce Steve properly when I introduced him before. But I need to explain that, well, I think I did say that he was once the Lord Mayor of the City of Westminster, which is a pretty important job. But he is also a Deputy Lieutenant of Greater London, as well as a Justice of the Peace, so actually he can send you to jail, but we won't talk about that. But a word I think is necessary about this Deputy Lieutenancy bit, because you see we have two very important strands of patronage for the parade. That is the London Mayors Association, which is a very exclusive club that you belong to if you are or have been a mayor of one of London's 32 boroughs or cities. And without their support, obviously, there wouldn't be a London parade. But equally, we have support from the Lord Lieutenant of Greater London. The Lord Lieutenant is an office appointed by the government that represents His Majesty, the King, at events where the King himself is not able to be present. And so the Lord Lieutenant is a gentleman called Sir Kenneth Elisa right now, and he has a number of deputies, of which Steve happens to be one. And the invitation effectively comes from the London Mayors Association and from the organiser of the event. But Sir Kenneth Elisa and the Lord Lieutenant doesn't ever want to be forgotten. He should be here, but he's not. But he's lucky he's got a deputy here. And he always insists that I make this explanation, which I've just made, I think reasonably well. And he also sends a gift for every school that we go to, or every group actually that we go to and invite to the parade. And he sent us along this year with a plate from Buckingham Palace, which is the royal livery plate, which is what they eat their food off in Buckingham Palace, or we're led to believe. And I'm going to ask Steve, representing the Lord Lieutenant, to present that to your principal, because this is for Lightbridge High School, not just for the band. Onto stage, because we've got two things for him. Does he drink coffee? Do we happen to know? Lots of it by the sound of it. Okay. Well, we are going to present you, or Steve is going to present you, with a coffee mug. It's quite small, actually, bearing in mind the amounts of coffee you guys drink. But this is basically so that we can keep this on his desk throughout the next 15 months, and he'll be reminded of London Parade. Just a story behind the coffee cups. Up until a few years ago, well, probably a bit more than that now, we used to be sent from Buckingham Palace with a teacup and saucer for the, because everybody knows that we drink lots of tea or anything, for the band director. And one day we were up in the northeast, somewhere near Boston in Massachusetts, and it suddenly struck us that presenting a teacup from Buckingham Palace, representing the monarchy up there in particular, was a little bit odd. So we switched to coffee anyway. Never mind whether you got it or not. Read up about it. Last thing for you actually is a diary from Buckingham Palace again. To keep on your desk, because throughout the process of getting this thing organised to come to London, there are countless deadline dates that have to be met and so on. So we figure that having a specific diary from Buckingham Palace to remind you of all those dates woe betide you if you get anything to us late now. You've got no excuse. So that's for you. There you go. I think your band director deserves a round of applause because you couldn't do what turn out to be the most important thing of all. Okay. The last thing we want to happen is we do not want it to rain on our parade. And we have found a near foolproof method of achieving that aim. Really? So we go. Do you know what it is? Okay, right. It's an umbrella. You're applauding and you're cheering, but you don't really, you think he's gone mad, don't you? You think this guy out there is yeah. Well, the thing is this. I thought it was a bit stupid when I first heard it, actually, to tell you the truth. But you may well have heard the old adage that says, if you go out with your umbrella all the time, you keep an umbrella with you all the time when you're out and about, it's not going to rain. The minute you forget your umbrella and leave it at home, you can put money and bet it's definitely going to rain. You heard that? So we took that to heart, and many years ago now, we started presenting every group. You could do this in American football coaching, couldn't you? Anyway, we started presenting one symbolic London Parade umbrella to every group that we invite. And you know what? Every year except this one, it has worked. It's worked like a dream. We have found out why it didn't work this year, and that will come shortly. But what I need is, I need one volunteer, the most... I don't know any of you, I can't possibly choose you. The most reliable person in this entire... You've been pre-selected, so you can put your hand there. The most reliable person in this group is going to be the custodian of the umbrella for Lightbridge High School. Bang! So, I'm sorry, guys, you can put your hand up where you were, but I'm told that we can rely on Alana. Is that right? Now, it sounds like that seems to you like a pretty good choice, yeah? Before we give you the umbrella, I just want to be sure of a couple of close, please. I just want to be sure of a couple of things, okay? That there has been no arm twisting go on to make you accept this, no? So can you say very loud and clear, you are very happy to be the custodian of the umbrella for Life Bridge Housing?
I'm very happy to be the custodian of the
Umbrella, yeah. Well, I'm very pleased to hear that. So we will now give you the umbrella. Steve, hand over the umbrella. I know we can rely on Alana, but I do have to just tell you what you've let yourself in for, basically. I'm a little bit closer so I can speak to the microphone at the same time. Essentially, Alana, this umbrella now must not leave your person for, I calculated something like 410 days or so. until 4:30 in the afternoon on January the 1st, 2027. Now, when I say it doesn't leave your person, I mean it, seriously. So when you're in school, when you're at home, when you're in bed, when you're in the shower, anywhere you go, that umbrella must be with you, okay? Happy with that? Okay. And this is where you guys, you all come in, right? We know we can rely on her, but, do you like social media? I can't say I do, but it's got its uses. We are, of course, being a big international event, we're on just about every single one of those platforms of social media, from Facebook to X to Instagram to, what are the rest of it, Steve? I don't know, there's TikTok as well. We're on the lot. It's either at London Parade or londonparade.com. And anyway, I'm told it's quite fun, so you should just go and have a look at what we do and contribute, because I think you'll find it, I'm told, you'll find it amusing. And also, you'll get to know some of the other people who are going to be performing with you in 2027. But with regard to the umbrella, this is where you come in, and it's social media. It's a useful purpose for social media. I know we can rely on Alana, but if at any time over the next 14 and a bit months, you should, and I know it won't happen, you should see Alana without the umbrella, okay? Whip out your phone, take a photograph and post it, I suggest, on our Instagram pages, okay? Because we would need to know who it was who had likely made it rain on our parade on January the 1st. We don't want to blame Alana, and I'm sure it won't happen, but just as a precaution, we need to have that check from you. Will you all do that for me? Yeah. Okay, so there we are. That concludes everything from us this morning. Thank you for being a brilliant audience, but thank you most of all for your phenomenal performance, which I'm sure is going to be in the club. If you have had competition already, I bet you've done really well, and I'm sure if you haven't, you're going to do very well. But the best of all is to come in 14 and a bit months' time when you come to London for an experience that I can promise you all will change your lives, as Steve said, in a good way, change your lives forever. So thank you very much indeed, Lightridge, and see you in 14 and a half months. Thank you.